Letitia James' lawsuit for business fraud against Donald Trump is imminent. It's scheduled to start October 2nd. We're talking days from now. She's suing to the tune of $250 million minimum. Some people think it'll go over $1 billion. In this lawsuit, she wants to ban the Trump family from ever doing business in New York again, which is problematic because Donald Trump has a number of buildings in Manhattan and New York City, and what would he have to do with them? Does he have to sell them? Will they be seized? Who the fuck knows? I happen to think this particular trial may be the most devastating thing to happen to Donald Trump to date. If Letitia James wins, and she is more than likely going to win, it will break him financially, probably take away all his properties, all his prestige and power. And that is Donald Trump's identity. You take away all of that, and what do you have? You have a pitiful, orange, shitty pants guy roaming around Manhattan not knowing what to do with himself. And frankly, that sounds good to me. Now, of course, Donald Trump's legal team is trying to delay or dismiss this thing. They're acting frantically, doing stupid shit. There was a pre-trial hearing. And one thing Letitia James did that was interesting is she's asking for a summary judgment. What that means is, I've got so much evidence here, so much documentation, we don't even need to go to trial. How about if the judge just makes a decision? Well, it's interesting because Donald Trump's team did the very same thing, but they said, there's nothing here. You should just dismiss it and let it go. The stuff that Donald Trump's doing, everybody does. It's no big deal. There's no victims. Really, no victims. You know who are the victims of Donald Trump? We are. Because he will devalue his properties to a ridiculous amount to get lower taxes. So Donald Trump doesn't pay his fair share of taxes. Funny thing is, we do. So we're the fucking victims. Now, Donald Trump's team really doesn't have any chance of getting this thing dismissed. There might be a delay of a few days or maybe a week or something, but they have no chance at all. And this hearing didn't go very well for Donald Trump and his people. They were spewing stupid, crazy shit, as they do. Judge Engeron was pounding the table and says, listen, man, you can't fucking lie. He said some of the stuff that they suggested was a joke. He said it was frivolous. And Judge Engeron was not happy when it was all said and done. Now, he's not made a decision on either of these two suggestions by the prosecution and the defense, but it didn't look like he was feeling the defense very well. They're going to have another pretrial meeting on next Wednesday, so we'll probably find some things out. But this first one, even though it won't send Donald Trump to jail, it will fuck him up worse than almost anything else. He'll wish he was in jail by the time this lawsuit is done.